guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I have a very exciting video where I'm chatting about 2024 releases. So I'm still going to be doing my monthly new releases videos. I have loved doing those. I think I started like August, and they're a great way for me to organize myself. And now this is just a list of what's been announced and what I could remember. I started first just writing down books I remembered, and then I started researching, and I was getting so overwhelmed because there are so many releases I cannot wait to read. So then I stopped and I was like, well, if it wasn't like immediately coming to mind and something that I'm like super excited for, it doesn't have to make the list. So these are like my actually most anticipated releases because I know when they're coming out and I'm following these authors and I'm just like, this needs to come out now. So I'm very excited for them. I know I probably am missing a lot, which is fine. I didn't want to spend hours and hours prepping for this and filming it because if I included everything, this video is going to be like 2 hours long. Definitely though, check out Tori's video from Novel Life. She just posted hers today, the day I'm filming this, and I was like, I need to film that. So she did divide hers between contemporary and fantasy. I'm not that organized. I just have my list here and we're gonna go and get started. Number one is because I'm her number one fangirl. Ashes of You by Catherine Cowles comes out in February, and I am so excited for this book. This one, I don't even know if the tropes have been announced yet. I don't think they have because it comes out and I don't think they even have the cover. The cover hasn't come out yet. So this one is the last brothers story of the series, and that's all we know. So this one is going to be so good, I already know, because they've just been getting better and better, even though book 2 is my favorite. They still continue to get so good in this series, and I'm obsessed. They're small town romantic suspense. Obviously, Ashes of You is number 1 on my list. Cannot wait to read it. Then we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. She just dropped this cover, and I don't think she's dropped what it's about. I'm not going to take the time to go and look up what everyone's about either because some of these aren't even coming out for like 6 months. So I will not even remember when they come around what they're about. So I'm just excited for this one. She writes small town romances. I know she's done a couple interviews since dropping this and she's chatted a little bit about it, but I haven't seen anything else that she's talked about, but very excited for this one. Gianna Darling is coming out with Serpentine Valentine. This I am so excited for. So she has also done like 1,000,001 interviews recently. She just released Caution to the Wind, which I'm very excited about, and she has said that she has at least 4 releases next year and a novella. One of them being this one. It is a sapphic dark academia book. Medusa retelling. Everything about this is going to be amazing. I am so excited for her first sapphic romance. I love sapphic romances, so I'm very excited for this one. And I do like dark academia. I haven't really dabbled into it too much, but if Gianna writes it, I'm gonna read it. So very hyped for this one. Obviously, we are all excited for House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. I almost forgot her name, but this one I am rereading books 1 and 2 with my friends. We're doing a read along and I love this series so much. This one is one I'll probably just sit and read the entire day it comes out. Like I will not do anything else. I need to read it right when it releases. I'll probably go to the bookstore and get it because I cannot trust shipping from anybody because anytime I do pre-orders, it's always just up in the air whether I'm actually going to get it on release date or not, or when on release date I'll get it. But this one is book 3 in the series and that's really all I want to say. I was shocked by the ending and I have some reading to do before this. That's all I can say. If you know, you know. Super excited. We have The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. This is book 2 to The Neighbor Favor was book 1 and they were about sisters. I don't remember which sister this is because I think there were only 2 confirmed that she signed for the series, but there are 3 sisters. I don't remember which one this is about, but very excited. Gorgeous cover. Love Christina Forrest, so obviously I can't wait for this one. We have a new Ashley Poston and that is a novel love story. This cover just released and she had actually told me about it when I met her at Steamy Lit in August. I'm obsessed with her stories and like the whimsical kind of magic they have, and this one I think is about like a town from a book that comes to life. I could be completely wrong, but it has something to do with something with books. That's why it's called a novel love story, but very excited. We also have The Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I know this is on everybody's anticipated list. This one is a vampire romance from Ali Hazelwood, completely different than what we've gotten from her. She writes very similar women in STEM, academia kind of romances, typically more hate to love. I have not read her newest one, but I'm very excited for The Bride because it's going to be something completely different from her, and we'll see how it is. Laura Pavlov has a new one coming out in January. I'm so excited. It's Loving Romeo. I think he's an MMA fighter or some kind of fighter. There are boxing gloves on the cover. She writes the best small town romances. I quickly became absolutely obsessed with her in 2023. I will read anything she writes, including this book. We also have, so there were a couple books on NetGalley that were up for like 24 or 48 hours where you could get them and you didn't have to apply for them. So NetGalley is a website where you can get and apply for e-ARCs, and that means early copies of books. And so sometimes I apply, sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't, but then sometimes they'll go up. Literally anybody can just click read now and they get it for free. And obviously, like, the point is that you review it, but the new Kennedy Ryan book was up, so it is This Could Be Us. This has been so anticipated for me since the last book came out last November. I love Kennedy Ryan with my whole heart. Everything she writes is amazing, and we haven't had a new release from her in a while, and I think it might be because she's been re-releasing a lot with different publishers, but this one is book 2, and I loved the first one of the series, so we'll see how this one goes. And I have it on my Kindle, but I'm waiting because I want to wait until 2024 to read it because I don't want a 2024 release to be my favorite of 2023, so January this will probably be on my TBR. Then we have Into the Dark. I believe this is the Jessa Hastings release. This one's actually coming out in February, which I feel like is very soon. She just had a release, but this one is the next Magnolia Parks book. I will be caught up by then. Yes, Tori, I know you're watching. It's one of her favorite series. I still have not finished. I'm only 2 books in, but the point is these are so angsty and I get so emotionally invested and obsessed with them that, like, I need to hold it off for a special time. So I need to finish books 3 and 4 and then get to this one. I really like the cover. I'm nervous. I heard the next Magnolia book is very, very emotional, and that's book 3. I haven't read it yet. I'm nervous, but I would have loved to read it in December, but I might be reading the entire Throne of Glass series this month, so we'll see how much reading I can get done, but definitely excited for the next Magnolia book. Then we have Savor It by Tara DeWitt. This is another one that was on the Read Now on NetGalley, so I do have this on my Kindle. I don't know what it's about, but Tara DeWitt has not had a release since Funny Feelings, or no, The Co-op, and that was last year, early this year. It has been so long since she's written a book, but she didn't get picked up, and so then we're waiting for this one, and I'm excited for this one. Then I have Don't Want You Like a Best Friend. Literally downloaded it because it's one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs that this lyric is from, but it's a sapphic historical romance. I already have it from NetGalley. I immediately requested it. It comes out on the 9th of January, so it does come out pretty soon, but obviously I was like, yes, I'm going to read this, and I'm assuming it's a Friends to Lovers based on the title. I'm so excited. We also have another one that I have. So the next few, I actually went to my NetGalley and looked at what I have out so that I knew what to do in this video. We have A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Jensen. This is her new fantasy, which I'm really excited for because I love the Bridge Kingdom, and I've heard really good things about this one, so I'm excited. I don't know the plot. I'm really bad at fantasy plots. I'm excited for a new Danielle Jensen. And the fact that people who read it already really love it. I don't know when I want to read it. I kind of want to read it now, but I want to wait. We'll see. We have The Catch by Amy Leah. I read one book by her, X's and O's, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm very interested to see what else she has in store. I don't know what this one's about, but it is coming out on February 13th. It's got a cute cover. I don't know if it has to do with fishing. Hers are normally like very cozy, kind of feel more small town, so I'll see how this is. We do have Late Bloomer by Maisie Eddings. I actually have not read a book by Maisie. I was following her when she was a bookstagrammer, so I was really excited when she published, but one of hers I think was Surprise Pregnancy, and one of hers was a dentist romance, and I just never got around to reading them, like a dental hygienist. And this one though is a sapphic romance, and it looks really cute, and I'm obsessed with the cover. Like literally, I didn't even read the synopsis. I just knew it was sapphic and had really pretty flowers on the cover, and I immediately requested it from NetGalley. So I do have this on my Kindle, and I'm excited to read it. Business Casual by BK Borison is her next release, and she has not come out with one in a very long time. It's been over a year since she had a release, and this one doesn't come out until June. So this, I had to look up the tropes because it says that it's a small town, opposites attract, secret relationship, girl obsessed, are we fighting or are we flirting, and just wants to get it out of our systems. So I'm very excited. The cover is really gorgeous. I love BK Borison so much. I did get to meet her this summer, and I'm obsessed obsessed with her Love Light series, so I'm excited for the final book in the series. We do have a new Chloe Leese book. It is Only and Forever. This is coming out in April, and I believe this is the last Bergman brother book. Am I caught up? No. I think I've read 4 or 5 of them, and I think this is the 7th and final one. Are there 7 Bergman siblings? I'm not sure, but I really love her, and I believe this one will be traditionally published like her series is. It's been picked up. So very excited for her to have her books in bookstores now and have the newest release. We do have Taming 7, which comes out in April. This one is the next book in the Boys of Toman series by Chloe Leese. I've only read book 1. There are 3 more I have to catch up on, and they are very, very big books, and they're very, very emotional, and I just like need to be emotionally prepared to read these books. But I believe this is a new couple, if I'm not mistaken, because the first 2 are about one couple and the next 2 are about another couple, and I think there's only 4 out, and then this is the start of another couple. Let me know if I'm wrong, but they're very emotional, and the first 2 are at least about a rugby player. They're so good. Oh my god, it makes me want to drop everything and read Keeping 13, but I can't. I have other things I have to read right now. King of Sloth by Anna Huang is coming out in April, I believe, and this one is Xavier and Sloane's book. She just dropped the cover and the blurb, and I'm so excited. She is working, I think, PR for him, and she hates him, and they start falling in love, and I love this series so much. Anna, I believe, did say we're having 2 new books from her next year, so excited for both of them, but we have King of Sloth confirmed. We do have 1, at least, I think, Penelope Douglas confirmed book, and that is 5 Brothers. I believe these are the brothers from the Tris 6 Venom series that I was like, oh my god, we need their book. I believe this is a spinoff from that. I'm not 100% certain. Did I say Tris 6 Venom series? Tris 6 Venom the book. But anything Penelope writes, I will be reading. And are we getting Pirate Girls too? I feel like we've been waiting for that for a very long time, but we'll see. Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. I have not yet read Done and Dusted, but I've seen this on NetGalley, and I've seen a lot of people enjoying it. Small town, cowboy romance. Love these covers, so I will be checking it out. Here We Go Again by Alison Cochran. I love her books so much, and this one I think is a road trip romance based on the cover, and it is sapphic. I loved Kiss Her Once for Me. I loved her Christmas one that was from last year, I believe, and so I want more from her. I will be reading this. I had to look up this word just to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, but Promise of Peridot by somebody. She has a, is it Kate something? She has a fantasy romance, Dawn of Onyx, that I really, really want to read. My sister read it and she really liked it, and I think she like is really good at like medicine and like herbs and stuff. She told me it was kind of like Claire from Outlander, because my sister loves Outlander, and she said I would really like it, so I think I'll really like this one. I haven't read book 1 yet, but I'm definitely wanting to try to this month, so I'm excited for her new one. I didn't write down when it comes out, but I saw it on NetGalley and I was like, hey, that's that author, so on my radar. Abby Jimenez has a new one coming out called Just for the Summer, and this one sounds so interesting. So the hero and heroine both feel like they're cursed, that whenever they date someone, when they break up, they find their true love right after them. So they're like, oh my god, we're never gonna find our true love, because like it's always the person after us. So they're like, let's date each other and break our curse, and I think they fall in love. So I love Abby Jimenez. This is gonna be on everybody's list. Everybody's gonna be reading it, me included. Anita Kelly has How You Get the Girl. I loved the Something Wild and Wonderful that Anita Kelly wrote. She is my go-to author now. I will read anything she writes, and so this one is a sapphic romance, which if you can't tell, I'm very excited for the sapphic romances releasing next year, so this one high on my list. We do have another Emily Rath, which I didn't know. We have Pucking Sweet, which is an MFM romance, and it is a workplace romance. I don't know if it's going to be like hockey team again, where they like work on the hockey team, but that is what the first book was about, and I really loved it, so obviously I'm looking forward to more from Emily Rath. And the last one is Tia Williams. If you remember, 7 Days in June was like huge last year, and I don't know if Tia Williams has written since then or if this is just her latest release, but this one is a love song for Ricky Wilde, which comes out in February, so it's super close, and I love the cover of this one, so this is for sure on my radar as well. I feel like I'm missing so many books, but that is my complete list. I went through a lot, and it's going to take me so much to come get those covers and put this video together, but let me know what you're the most excited for. Let me know if there's something I forgot that you're like, listen, you have to put this on your radar. What are you doing not talking about it? Let me know. I would love to hear. I mean, obviously we have some books that probably haven't been announced yet, so I know Ashley Jade, After the Choice, she was supposed to come out with the second book, and her duet hasn't come out yet. Obviously I'm super looking forward to that. All of my favorite authors, I definitely am looking forward to their new releases, but some of them, if they're indie, haven't announced it yet, or a release date, or a title, or a blurb, or a cover, or anything like that. So I have so many more that I will be picking up that I'm excited for, but these are just the ones that I have my eye on now, so let me know what you're excited for, and if I forgot anything super important, I would love to know. That's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.